Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Vattiato. Buying some time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be making.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Marshall. Rifles it down the middle. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To the air on first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Makes a connection.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of the comeback route, then I got to sell you vertical, like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football catch. A nice route by the wide receiver.
The aerial assault continues. He'll pull it down. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolute shame. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Florida 7, Kansas 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Battiato. Fires to the big fella. And the Gators get it past the sticks. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarter.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Dropping back, it's Battiato. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown Gators. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Red pass, it's complete. Bulldozes him. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Battiato. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going up top. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck. And especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.